We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed, you left fast life.
All right, you guys, we are working on cooking up a bunch of stuff after our Costco grocery haul. We're working on cooking up a bunch of stuff to get like some dinners pre-planned and whatnot, so that while I'm out of town, it makes life a little bit easier. So let me show you what we're doing here. And we're also trying to use up some leftovers. Well, not really leftovers, some tomatoes that we bought in bulk. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so Lenny just put, what did you put? About 18 chicken legs out on the grill? Mm-hmm. Okay, and those are seasoned.
One seasoned differently than the other one, so we have a little contrast. So whatever the kids like and prefer, they can have it. But I'm sure we'll have extra, so this way we could pull it out for one leg at lunch or something.
One leg at a time.
Yeah, one leg at a time. Stop pulling my leg.
Stop pulling my leg. Okay.
So right here, we're doing a little sauteed of the not only onions, but mushrooms. And then
we've got some, I bought 2 big bags of broccoli at Costco, so that will last them a couple of days there. I'm going to make 4 cups, well, it's actually 2 uncooked cups of quinoa. What's this red in here? So they'll have quinoa. It'll make about 4 or 6 cups once it's done. Okay. I'm also going to make some brown rice here in bulk so that they have that to eat. And then this is a bunch of tomatoes that we needed to use up. We bought tomatoes.
Guess what? We're going to make some homemade spaghetti.
We are. You cut yourself.
I know.
It's showing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I did the last minute. I was trying to shave before you got home.
A quick shave. Yeah. You look great.
So,
okay. So there are a lot of tomatoes. I don't remember why I bought that many tomatoes.
It looks so pretty on the vine and everything else.
I needed tomatoes for hamburgers, and then...
Could you just imagine these on a beautiful vine like this? They were really gorgeous.
But we only used like 2 or so, and I thought we would use more like in omelets and stuff like that.
We had hamburgers, and we're going to slice them up, and they were firm.
I just wanted to show you guys what we're doing and what we're doing to kind of prep and make the next 7 days of minimum on Friday to Friday.
We're going to miss Mom.
Oh, my goodness.
We love you so much, and we don't want to see you go, but then again, we don't want to see you stay. No.
That's not true.
We are going to miss you.
I know. It's going to be okay. It's going to be good. We're going to have a good time. So, we're going to get all this stuff done. And Luke Henry, are you going to help us? Luke Henry's here to help us. Okay. You know what, guys? I'm looking back at this video, and my house is a wreck. My kitchen is a wreck. But you know what? This is a lived-in home. There are 7 of us, 5 kids, 2 grown-ups, and I work from home. My kids homeschool. They're home all day. I'm home. Like, this is a lived-in house with people doing life. We had just done a big grocery haul. Lots of fresh produce that doesn't have to be refrigerated is on the counter. The top of the stove, the top of the refrigerator has got a, what is that? Goldfish box, like all of that. I'm just realizing, man, clutter again. How does it happen so fast? It does. But this is our life, okay? This will all get tidied up. It'll all look amazing, but we don't live in a showroom. And frankly, I don't want to raise my kids in a showroom, but this is life. All right, you guys, I am headed out for a 1-week-long retreat that I don't want to leave my family for a week. I don't, but I'm very excited for the retreat, and I'm very excited for what we're going to do.
And relax. Okay?
We will. Well, we're hosting people, so we're making sure that they are relaxing. But
you need to as well.
Mr. Lopez is taking me to the airport. I'm going to miss you.
I miss you too.
I miss you too. I miss you already. I miss our kids. I miss you. Anyway, so here we are. We're headed to the airport. I had to stop on my way and get a gift that represents Texas. We're going to do a gift exchange. And so I'll show you later everything that I got. I've got to figure out how to get this into my luggage. How heavy is my luggage? It's heavy.
It's heavy for me. It's
heavy. Anyway, so
they're going to ask you to put some wings on it so it can fly itself.
All right. But, you know, I got those new luggages from Costco, and I'm using one of them. So Mr. Lopez has taken over my Escalade. It's his now. It's not mine anymore. It's his work truck. Like, I bought him one of these smelly things. I'm like, something in here smells like milk or something. I don't know.
We're actually not even going anywhere.
We're not?
No, we're not driving.
We're not driving because we don't have our seatbelts on. I know. Anyway, all right, we're bad. I literally just ran in the store and got back in the car.
I know,
so.
and I forgot to put it back on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
We're breaking the law. We're just
Breaking the law. We're terrible. We're terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. He's about to drop me off at the airport. I don't want to leave.
You'll be okay.
It's going to be great. I'm going to have a great time. But I don't want to leave. Okay, so I'll take you through some of my journey through the airport, and then I'll be in Orlando. I'm going to show you the house that we've rented. It's a 15-bedroom house where we are bringing in our coaches and our VIPs for our coaching business. So, and every day is planned with lots of activities for them. So, all right, can you tell, guys? Can you tell I'm losing? I have lost 11 pounds. I can see it through here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can see it. All right, guys. I'll take you along. All right, so I'm at the airport now. I am sending some quick pics to my business partner. She's telling me where she's at. I'm telling her where I'm at. It's time to board the plane. We actually ended up sitting on the runway for over 30 minutes. It was insane and not ideal, but it put us a little bit behind. Anyway, I love taking off and landing. And I know those are some of the most dangerous times on an airplane ride, but I love taking off. I don't know. It's like exhilarating maybe. And here we are getting off into the air, and it's like, okay, we're on our way, right? All the hustle and bustle to get packed, to get to the airport, all the things, we're on our way. And I love seeing all the Southwest stuff because my mother-in-law retired from Southwest, so that's actually, or obviously a company that is near and dear to the Lopez family's heart. I'm looking out my window thinking, my family's out there. My family is out there doing life, letting the dogs out, cooking some breakfast, whatever it is that they're doing. And this world is so big. Like, it's just this reminder of how big the world is, and knowing that underneath those clouds, people are living life. And it just makes you realize how small you are, in this great big world. I love going through the clouds. It's just so magical. Like, we look in the sky and we see that there's clouds, but until you're in them, it's so different, right? Here we are coming in. We're descending into Florida, into the Orlando airport. And here is another state and another city with life going on, right? Like, do you ever just look down and see how small everything is? It's crazy to me. It really is. So we're landing, which again is one of my favorite parts of flying. And like here, where you can see just how fast you're going, because sometimes when you're in the air, it feels like you're just sitting still. When you're looking at the clouds, and even though you're going, I don't remember, I've looked it up before, I can't remember how fast you're going, 200 miles an hour, I'll look it up again, I don't remember, but you don't realize how fast you're going until you're going into land or when you're taking off. And it's that you see how fast you're moving along the pavement. And then here I'm just looking, this is a city full of people that are living life. Like, what do they do? Where do they live? What is it like to live in the same place where Disney is? Like, does Disney just become a part of your everyday life, right? So now I've got to go get my rental car. Are these people here for vacation, or are these people here because they live here? Like, I want to know people's stories. People's stories intrigue me. They really do. So I've got my car, getting everything loaded up, and I'm going to head out. All right, I made it. I'm in my rental car. I'm hot. I don't know how to lock these doors. No, that's window. Oh, lock. Okay, this is a GMC. Anyway, okay, so, what a haul. All right, I've got to figure out, apparently, so my business partner beat me to the airport. My flight was a little bit delayed. I'm hot. I gotta take the sweater off. I wonder how many steps I've got for the day. Whoops. Anyway, she arrived about an hour before me. maybe 45 minutes before me, and she's already headed to the house. It is 45 minutes or so to get there with traffic. So she stopped on the way to pick up Chick-fil-A because we're starving, and the house we're going to will have no food in it at all. Got in the car, checked it for killers. We're good. And I got to put my GPS in. I have no idea where I'm at other than Orlando Airport. I do not know my way around here. I don't think I've ever driven in Florida. So here we go.
What if we run out of time and second chances, empty-handed? I wonder.
All right, so we've arrived. This is my business partner, Kelly, that I talk about sometimes in my videos. This is her, 3boysandadog.com, if you ever see her site. Anyway, my ears are so weird.
Yeah,
Every time I fly to Florida, it takes me forever for my ears to clear. All right, we're going to show you this house. We're going to check for killers in closets because that's what I do. We're going to show you this house. It's really beautiful. Let me show you. Okay, so I ended up not showing you the house. I did record stuff. I recorded a lot, and then I got really irritated and stopped recording because the further we went in through the house, the more that we realized this house was not in the condition that we expected it to be in. So this was advertised as a luxury vacation home or vacation, your getaway place. And right now we're putting together all of the folders and packets that everybody needs to have. Anyway, this house was $1,000 a night. It's a 15-bedroom, 17-bathroom house. Everybody that we were flying in was getting their own bedroom that had a built-in bathroom. We are treating them. These are our VIPs and our coaches. We are treating them to, they're taking time away from their families. This is supposed to be a top-notch experience for them. And there were lots of issues with this house, including a bed that had stains all over the comforter, a bed that had stains all over the side that was covered in upholstery that looked like it had been sitting in water, including the glass stovetop broken, like not only cracked, but a chunk of glass missing from the burner. That's a hazard. That's a problem. Wires hanging out in one of the laundry rooms, wires hanging out of the ceiling from a light that got broken, and they just hadn't had time to fix it because the house is always rented. We were beside ourselves. So we got there Friday. We spent all of Saturday getting all of that rectified. And, it was a whole situation. So now we've spent a day putting together all the goodie baskets and the folders that have the agenda in them for each person. We're getting people assigned to their rooms before they get there. People are going to start arriving the next day. So we had a lot to do. Now that for the most part, everything's tidied up and the repairs and corrections have been made, I'm going to give you the tour. So each room is numbered. That was room number 1 that I just showed you. This is room number 2. As you can see, each room is themed and spacious and beautiful. But when things happen, like your shower is dirty or a comforter is covered in stains, it makes you wonder things like, are these bed sheets clean? Right? When fall decorations and Christmas poinsettias are still sitting out, it makes you wonder what other attention to detail is not being noticed, right? It's one thing, right? We live in our homes. It's a lived-in home. I was just talking about that. It's another thing when you're spending $1,000 a night for 7 nights on something that is advertised as a luxurious vacation home, right? It's a little disappointing. So we had to work through all of that, but we did. And they knew we needed this stuff corrected. It took lots of conversation, but they finally came around to see how important it was that they address these things. But look at how spacious and gorgeous this home is. Lots of beautiful sitting room for everybody. The couch was so nice. It was very accommodating in that sense. I loved that textured wall with the white textured geometrical shapes on the wall. So beautiful. Some of the artwork didn't go, but it's okay. The house served its purpose and we got it in the condition that we felt was adequate for what we needed. So here is the big living room. Right outside the sliding glass door that's behind me at this point is a pool, a closed-in pool. There we go. You can see it. So each of these houses has a patioed in pool, which is nice. And you can pay to have it heated, which we ended up doing. Here is room number 3. And even though a couple of these rooms have double beds in them, multiple beds, we only put one person per room so that each person could kind of have their own relaxing retreat getaway experience. But many of these bedrooms had nice big open bathrooms. So that was really nice. And we're just kind of getting, making sure that we've got all bedrooms assigned, all going back through a final walkthrough to make sure everything is clean and tidy. Each person has on their bed their little gift pack from us that has some of our favorite things in it, our favorite pens, our favorite Post-its. It has a t-shirt that Kelly's husband coordinated getting made for us with a quote, one of our quotes that we like to say on the shirt. We've got them some Bath and Body Works stuff so that they would have their own smell good shower gels. Just getting it personalized, and we want this to feel like an experience for them. They're taking time away from their families, and we want to pour into them and show our appreciation for them. Many of these folks have been in our program for 3 years, which is such an honor and so amazing. We're also, Kelly and I are working in a little bit of work during this time. So you'll see the kitchen is huge. It's got 2 full-size refrigerators. There's the stove that at this point hasn't been fixed yet, but they're down to the wire on getting it, bringing us another stove. You can't cook on that. Anyway. So back on this side of the house, this is actually where an extra bathroom is. It's also got a door off to that patio. Isn't that gorgeous? So relaxing, so beautiful. Here's an extra bathroom so that, whoever's downstairs doesn't have to go into somebody's bedroom to use the bathroom. There's that. This is my room. I've already slept in it 2 nights at this point. This is Sunday morning. This is the day that all of our coaches are flying in. So look, this is me. I'm only sleeping on one side of the bed. I have my suitcase open on the other side. I'm messy, but this is my room. Nobody has to see anything in there. Nobody has to see any of the mess. So that was bedroom number 4. This is bedroom number 5, which was Kelly's room. And then there's also a laundry room right outside of here so that we could do laundry. And Kelly and I think we're the only ones that did laundry while we were there. But I like to kind of do laundry as I go. I like to, especially if we're going to be there for 7 days, I want to wash my towel and stuff. I guess I didn't go into Kelly's room. Her room was really pretty too. I didn't go in there at this point since that's kind of personal. She already had all of her stuff out, right? But she had a really nice room as well. So maybe I'll go back and try to find other footage and show you her room. I forget what the theme was. I think it was a beachy theme. Anyway, we're going to go upstairs, and all of this upstairs is Disney themed. So we've got a treasure map on the wall, that big wheel that's there. We had there were multiple stains on carpets, and we wanted that addressed, and they did. Let's see. What else do we have going on here? So pool table, that was fun. A big wooden ship built out of the wall. That was fun. We're waiting on them to come in and fix these wires that are hanging out. What they ended up doing was not a smart idea to have glass fixtures hanging down above a pool table. They ended up replacing both of those, the one that was broken and the one that was still there. They replaced them out before any of our guests arrived, which was really nice. So here is bedroom number 6, I believe, which has a queen size bed. So this was really nice. So I really loved these rooms that have the horizontal different colored lines going. They looked like paint swatches to me. I really liked the look of them. I think there were 4 or 5 rooms in the house that were like that. Here's another big treasure map on the wall, which is fun. This upstairs is perfect for kids. I can see this house being utilized. This is room 7. I can see this house being utilized for a couple of families, 2 or 3 families renting it out. All the kids upstairs get rooms. You've got rooms that are great for young adults, even for grown-ups. This is a room that would be fine for a grown-up, actually. But then you're going to see that we've got rooms that are very kid-focused with different Disney characters and storylines, and that makes it really fun for little kids. I think we're on room number 8 here. This room has the same bedding that my room had, the Gucci Mickey. Again, I love that each room has its own bathroom. I have no idea if these are houses that, so this is in a subdivision that it appears, the people that own this property, they own like 15 homes in the neighborhood, but I think that all of the homes in this neighborhood are rentals. And this is in the town or city called Kissimmee. That's how you say it. Kissimmee. Sorry. I kept saying, a couple times I said Kissimmee, and my business partner's like, that's not how you say it. It's Kissimmee. So it's a whole little area, a subdivision that they are either vacation homes that people own, or they are Airbnb, which somebody still owns them. But I don't know if, I feel like some of them may be vacation homes that people own and don't rent out, but the majority of them are homes that people rent out. And so we're now getting into the rooms that are themed. This was a scary room. I didn't really like this one. I don't know what movie this is. I am not familiar with this storyline in particular, but it had eyes on the wall, which kind of freaked me out a little. But yeah, I wouldn't want to wake up with that looking at me, but whatever. And then here we have Lilo and Stitch, which is a fun little room. Again, bathrooms. I was going to say, I don't know if they bought these houses and then renovated them to have so many bedrooms and to have so many bathrooms, because this house is set up perfectly, obviously, intentionally for Airbnb, VRBO, big families to come in and rent, multiple families to come in and rent. So I don't know if they built them like that from the get-go, or if they found a neighborhood of houses and started renovating them and said, we've got 5,000 square feet here. How can we convert this into 15 bedrooms and 17 bathrooms, you know? Anyway, and then there was off of the loft, there was also an extra bathroom. But this room is cool. We didn't use this room, but this is a room that any of my kids, especially my younger kids, would have been very happy to have. See how neat, like it's neat, and the artwork is gorgeous. But the Transformers with the twin beds, I could see Jack and Luke Henry loving this bedroom. I did think it was odd that the bathrooms were like like the shower curtain is drastically different than the decorations in the bedroom. Does it hurt anybody? No, but it's just a little odd, right? But all of that is murals that are painted on the wall. Whoever did it is incredibly talented. But yeah, super pretty. And then there's the projector with the projector screen there, so you could watch movies. There's another laundry room right here off of this hallway. I don't know that anybody did their laundry upstairs while we were there, but I like having that option when I'm traveling. I've talked about that in all of my videos when we talk about traveling. You want something that has a washer and dryer. And there have been houses when we take our summertime beach vacation that doesn't have a washer and dryer, and I choose not to rent it, because I'll find a house that's great, but there's no washer and dryer. That's a deal breaker for me. Here's an extra closet. This was the Frozen room. Such a pretty theme. Gorgeous artwork on the walls. Really, really pretty. Perfect for little kids, but the beds are big enough that it is accommodating for adults as well. They are lower to the ground, but you know, it works out. It worked out great, actually. I think that it was really nice. And then each bedroom has a large closet as well. So if you want to hang up your stuff, you can. I also love how the house was laid out, and you've got 2 or 3 bedrooms here together, 2 or 3 bedrooms here together. There were 2 hallways upstairs plus the big loft, and then like the landing area had rooms off of it as well. So my point in saying all of that is everything wasn't just like all crammed into one space together. I feel like the way that they had things spread out made it great for noise control, especially if you had a house full of kids, right? I love this Wreck-It Ralph room. So cute. Again, beautiful painting. I guess they made a mistake when they were painting there. I'm sure that would happen when you're painting an area in such detail like that. But I love the themes were all fun. And I love that there's a variety of themes for a variety of ages, right? So that was one hall. And then you've got another hall right here that has more murals. Look at how beautiful that is. I can only imagine how much time was invested in painting all of this. And I think that was another linen closet, or it might have been the hot water heater closet. This is another bedroom, perfect for an adult, a young adult, a teenager. Really, really great little space. Again, everybody gets to have their own room, a closet, the bathroom. This had that horizontal paint swatch looking. They just remind me of that accent wall reminds me of paint swatches. And then here is, so that was room 14. This is room 15. This is the final room. And it's got 2 double beds and again, all of the amenities that you would need. And so here is that living room again. I love the open concept. It was really nice for entertaining. So we really, really, once we got all the kinks worked out, we really enjoyed this space. It met our needs for sure. And I feel like everybody definitely felt like they were on a retreat and in a place where they could enjoy their time. And then we had a Walmart grocery delivery that came. That's another great thing about having Walmart grocery is that no matter where you're at, you can have food delivered. So this is one of the mornings Kelly and I went and had breakfast. This was before, I think this was Saturday morning before anybody was there. I had the vegetable omelet and those potatoes were so good. I limited myself to just a few bites. I think I might have had 3 bites. And then I had that fruit bowl. I didn't eat my bread. And then it was a veggie omelet. To pick up our first round of attendees that are coming in. Super excited. We have one person flying in from Peru this morning and then someone else from Texas. And then we actually have someone from Tennessee as well, but her flight is delayed. This should be fun. All right, guys, we're going to the airport. All right, so I'm headed to the airport, but while I'm doing that, Kelly is back at the house manning down the fort, and we had 2 charcuterie boards delivered by Charcuterie Orlando, I think it was called, and we had one, so one of them is like a grazing lunch charcuterie that had meats and cheeses and things like that, and then the other one was a dessert charcuterie that had more of your nuts and fruits and little pieces of chocolate and things like that. It also came with crackers and a variety of crackers and then some jams and honey. They were really, really good. So then this is later on that night once all of our coaches were in town. So this is the day that all the coaches were flying in. We went to a restaurant called T-Rex. We treated them all to a delicious dinner there. It was fantastic. I had a salmon salad that had those goat cheese balls that are on there. I didn't know that they were going to be fried, but they were, and they were really good. It was excellent. Everybody really enjoyed their meal, and it was such a fun experience. So this is the next day. This was Monday, and we had a spa day where everyone got a massage and a facial, and then that was a way to prepare us for our headshots and photos that we were going to do. So this is at the spa. I took half of the ladies, and then Kelly brought the second half of the ladies, and we just kind of, everything was staggered, so to speak. The massages and facials were amazing, and then they had an area that was like a tranquility area where you could sit and have a cup of tea, and you could use the jacuzzi in the steam room. I used the steam room, and it was fantastic. Now I want to find a steam room here. But it was great. It was really, really lovely, very, very relaxing. This was at the Waldorf Astoria, which is a really nice hotel that's there. We had the valet parking and just all the fancy treatment. This was a mango tea, a mango tropical tea that I had here. It was so good. Really, really yummy. It was so nice for all of us to relax. Now, again, this was just all of the coaches and then myself and my business partner. I think that next year, if we do a retreat, we will treat everyone. We'll do this on a day when everyone is in town. So this is us leaving and walking back into the hotel to leave. The hotel is stunning. just absolutely beautiful. There were multiple areas within there for people to eat. We considered having lunch delivered to us there from one of the eateries that's there on campus or on site, but we ended up just having sandwiches of Earl, I think it was called, delivered lunch to us, and they were really yummy as well. So valet brought us our car, and then we headed home, and Sandwiches of Earl had dropped off the sandwiches for us, so that was great. Lunch was ready to go, and then when we got there, the photographer and makeup artist were waiting for us. So we did the massages and the facials to relax us and to get our faces prepped and ready for the makeup. And then we had hair and makeup done, and we had headshots done, and we allowed everyone to also do lifestyle photos for their blogs, because all of these ladies that are coaches also run blogs of their own. So they are successful in what they do and are able to implement our methods in teaching women as they're coaching them on how we handle SEO and growing email and growing Facebook and growing Pinterest and, creating SOPs for your business, hiring a team to help you run your business, all of those things. So here's the photographer, and he was there for, 4.5, 5 hours doing photos for us. It was so nice and it was lovely. It really, really was. We were all very happy with the experience. It was very pampering, but also we all have new professional headshots for our blogs, but also for our coaching business, which is Six Figure Blog Strategy. So Kelly and I haven't had headshots done for our blogs and for the business that we run together since I want to say 2015 was the last time that we had headshots done. Our current headshots are very old. So this was long overdue, and it was so nice to have.
You're laughing like that. So
It just feels so...
really
I have never laughed so hard in my life. It was a little awkward for some of us to get pictures done. It was super funny. But, you're supposed to sit there and act like you're working, sit like you're on your phone, whatever. Anyway, so Kelly and I saved ourselves for last to get ready. We wanted to make sure everybody else was ready first. She finished, then I finished. Then here is one of our current new headshots, super fun. And then this is our team of coaches, which is just amazing. All of these women are successful and beautiful, and I love our shirts. So our shirts said, "You can do everything," or "I can do everything." And then underneath it, real small, it says, "But should I?" And that's what we tell people when we coach them. Like, you can do it all. You can, but there's no reward for that. You're going to run yourself ragged. You can do it all, but should you? We talk about how Sam Walton could have been the door greeter, the purchaser, the accounts payable, accounts receivable. He could have been, he could have run every department. Great. But how many Walmarts would he have had? You've got to let go of some of the control and let other people help you in your business. Not only as a coach, but also with hiring a team yourself to help you. And that same message applies to mamas out there and to parents that are raising their families. We can do it all. We can do every last thing in our home that needs to be done by ourselves, one-handed. Yay, we did it. There's no trophy for that, right? We don't have to do it all. Everybody has a role that they play in the success, right? So here we are at dinner. We went to Vivo's, which was a delicious, yummy Italian food place at Universal City. We had to wait a long time. We were very disappointed about that. Our reservation was almost an hour over, which was disappointing, but it all worked out. I thought the food was great. They accommodated all of us. At this point, our VIPs had flown in. You saw us chatting with them as they're arriving. We had 2 more charcuterie boards. You saw those. Now we're taking them all to dinner. So this is the next day. This is the day after headshots and all of this, or all of that. And so now we're getting appetizers, and then we're going to order our meals. and just spend time with each other. I had a margarita pizza that was so good. I love margarita pizza. I did get a little off and ate some things that I shouldn't have, but for the most part, I really stayed on point with eating good. So this is the next morning, and we all brought a gift from our state that represents our state, and we did like a secret Santa drawing. So everybody got a number, you drew. Somebody, when it's your turn, you go up and pick one of the gifts and open it, and then there's an opportunity for your gift to be stolen up to 3 times, and the person that went first gets to go last and have the final steal opportunity. That was a really fun game, and everybody really enjoyed it. Okay, so this is later on that day, and we are doing a paint and pass. I call it a progressive painting activity. So we hired someone to come in. This was a team building activity. So you've got a house full of 13 business owners, and I guess 6 of them are our coaches, and 2 of them are the main owners, myself and Kelly, and the rest of them are our VIP top performers, okay? And they write content on blogs that are some of the top blogs that you're probably reading, anywhere from travel to food to kids activities and educational content, all of that, okay? Some of us feel it's hard to let go of control in our businesses, right? And so we did this progressive painting activity where we have an instructor, and she is going to, guide us step by step through creating this beautiful painting. And you're going to do so much, and then she's going to tell you to stop, and you're going to pass your painting to the next person. And then you get the next person's painting, and they have, that painting has progressed so far, and now you're going to do step 2 on that painting, right? And then you pass it, and everybody does one step on each painting, and then you pass. And we're doing a Florida beach sunset with a dolphin jumping over the sunset, and it's really... I wanted I wanted a memory that everybody could take home. I wanted something that everybody could touch your creation. Like, we all had a hand in this. So we are all a team that had a hand in creating this, but also for those who struggle some with letting go of control, this invites you to really let go of the control. So when you get the painting passed to you and you feel like something doesn't look exactly right, can you refrain from trying to fix it? And I'll tell you, there were 3 or so people, 4 people that they definitely struggled, but that's okay. It was a fun activity to kind of help bring that to light so that we can see that everything doesn't have to be perfect, progress over perfection, right? And we can let go of some of that control that we feel in our business. But I'm going to speed this up. I want you to see how cool this is and how it just becomes this beautiful painting that we're all working on. It was so fun to create. Not everybody loved this activity. I really enjoyed it. I picked it, but I thought it was really, really great. So, and Luke Henry, all of my kids, when I brought it home, they're like, okay, who's getting your painting? They thought it was super cool, and they all wanted it. And they ended up letting Luke Henry have it. Luke Henry really wanted to hang it in his room. So let me speed this up so you can see how it went. It's super cool. And if you have an opportunity to do something like this in your neck of the woods, you should do it. It is really fun.
Going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life. You like to drive and get down and dirty. Act like the bad guy. You want some love, me like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me. You got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby. I was hoping maybe that you cross my path. I've been sinking lately. past the stars about to let us know how to grow. Whoa. When I go with confidence, when I go we roll our hips and take a sip on it, take a trip on it. When I go we can go slow, wind it up all night. Baby, take your time, let me know what I want. When you turn me around, what I want. When the neighbors yell turn down, we keep it going like bum bum bum. Throw it back then rotation. Figure it's in the season. Shine bright as that season. Girl, you know you are a jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. We know like me. We know shine bright like royalty. We know stay keep with the guarantee and wine. So kind of your neck is stolen. You been waiting on me to solve it, solve it, solve it for me. And last weekend you had me thinking, oh, must get in, lift my head up like bum bum bum. Throw it back then rotation. Figure it's in the season. Shine bright as that season. Girl, you know you are a jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Can't you? Yeah, you make me feel like we could do. Oh, you make me feel like we could do it all over again, all over again. Can't you? Yeah, you make me feel like we could do. Oh, you make me feel like we could do it all over again, all over again. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting every time. Sounding like you're wasting every time.
So this really felt like it went super fast, but editing this, she was there for over 2 hours. This took longer than I remember. I really enjoyed it. But they turned out great. Everybody had a piece of work to take home, a memory of our time away, and just an experience to see, oh yeah, that person's personality totally makes sense that they want to change or, adjust or whatever. It was fun. And then later that night, we took everyone to a Brazilian steakhouse that was in Orlando. Fogo, I think is what it's called. And actually, I learned later that there's one here in downtown San Antonio. So super delicious. Some of these ladies had never been, so it was a real treat. Brazilian steakhouse, you have a card. They always have a nice salad bar. Then you have a card that's red on one side, green on the other. You flip it when you want more meat to green, put it on red when you don't want any more meat. And then now we're at the next day and it's time to start taking people back to the airport. So this is the day that everybody leaves except for my business partner and I. Some people had to go to the airport. Some people got Ubers to take them to their next destination. And it was bittersweet. It was hard to see people go. I enjoyed seeing everyone and just being able to kind of learn more intimately about them. Like I know their business, but to know them personally even more. It was really awesome. But this also meant that in one more day, we were going to go home and see our families, which by this point we were really missing them. So this night, Kelly and I just chilled and we went to this Miami grill. It was okay. I had a chicken grilled. It was a Greek salad, I think. It was okay. That's what I'll say. But we enjoyed, being able to chat and just kind of decompress and, start preparing for tomorrow's journey home. So now we're at the day that we are leaving and we have gotten everything out of the house. We've both packed up our cars and we're going to start heading to the airport in our own vehicles. She is flying back to Alabama. I am flying back to Texas. And yeah, we're going to head home and see our families, and maybe we will see Orlando next year. So off to the airport we go. And then, through that whole thing all over again, going through security, getting your luggage in, waiting for your airplane, and then actually heading home. So here we go. Final leg. So here we go. My favorite part, taking off. I can't wait to get in the air. It is just awesome. So here we go. We are off. And it's just so amazing to see everything down below you. Like, what a world, Seriously. I just think of how little everything is that feels so big while we're down there on it, right? So we are leaving Florida at this point. I love to look at some of the landscape and what things look like and how is it different from Texas, and what does their water look like and what does our water look like, where you see bodies of water and all of that. Just really interesting. And of course all the clouds, and just it's so beautiful, really. And I always like seeing the wing of the plane from my window. I don't know, it kind of puts things in a little more perspective. Anyway, just taking a look at everything. Those are clouds off, like that line is clouds. Crazy. So now we are descending. What a fast flight, huh? We are descending and we are getting closer and closer. I don't know what that one body of water was. I was trying to figure out where we were, and we had no internet on the flight, so I couldn't totally figure it out. I knew we were getting close. The person that was sitting next to me or near me said, I think that's Lake Austin. I don't think that it was. But I was trying to figure out where we were. And then we passed over a football field, and I knew we were getting close. And so I took this picture and then zoomed in. That was Roosevelt High School, which is in San Antonio. So I'm like, yes, we are really close. We are really, really close. Anyway, we had, obviously, you can see here, we hit some turbulence. And there was something on my window that I could not get off, and it was driving me crazy. Anyway, so I'm just wondering, like, am I passing over my children? Are my children below? Like, where is my house down there? Where is my grocery store? Where is my life down there? Those are our highways. I know we're almost home. And then at one point we flew over the quarry. And if you're from San Antonio, I think that might be what this is right here. If you know San Antonio, like, the quarry is a shopping area and there's a big sign, like you could see it from where we were at. So I knew, I'm like, okay, we are super close to the airport at this point. It is just a matter of time. And it's so crazy to me how quickly we go from in the air to not in the air. And, descending is like 20 minutes, but still, once you start getting really close, it happens fast, right? Anyway, so we're flying in. Actually, that is the quarry off in the distance right there with the tall white pole thing sticking up. If you know, you know. Wheels on the ground. I am home. Hello, Texas. How are you? Anyway, so my husband got me picked up. This is the middle of the day, later afternoon or so. And it's Friday. So it was a date night at our church. So I went home, got little kids ready, and then they were so excited to go to parents' night out at the church. I dropped them off, and Lenny and I went and had dinner at a Puerto Rican place that we had never been to before. We got, I don't even know, he ordered, it was a big thing that we could share. It was pork, I think part pork belly, part pork something else. Anyway, there was all of this food that was so amazing. There was Puerto Rican rice, there were plantains. That first thing was nachos on plantain chips. Oh, it was so good. Yes, probably not eating the best, but that was it. Now I'm really done. I'm really done with any not so perfect eating. And that's a wrap, guys. All right, that's a peek into my life. This is a peek into what it is like to be an online influencer with an online job, and the many hats that we wear, and some of that work that we do while also juggling being a mom. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.